Welcome everyone, we are Cats and Camo, and today we are reviewing the Phoenix Arms HP22.
Clearly, this is a little .22 revolver. This is an all-steel gun, so it's a little bit heavy, but it holds 10 rounds of .22 long rifle. So if you put one in the chamber, that's 10 plus 1. It weighs 20.5 ounces.
The barrel length of this gun only comes in at 3 inches, and the total length isn't much longer at 5.6 inches. The width of this gun does not exceed 1 inch. It is literally 1 inch long. And the height of it at 4.2 inches. Well, now that we've got the basic specs out of the way, Dan over here is going to show us how to take it apart and put it back together.
It's not as easy as it sounds.
Oh, really?
No. Okay, today we have the Phoenix Arms HP22. This is a little .22 to get you started in the handgun market, and like most .22 semi-autos, it's got redundant safeties and difficulties that make you think that this was designed by government workers. Taking it apart and putting it back together is also difficult. In addition to having a firing safety up here, there's a safety here, up and down. Down to shoot, up lets you take the magazine out. The magazine release button is right here, so you would take the mag out, but to take this gun apart, you have to leave the magazine in to start with. We're going to put it down into fire so we can cock it. That'll make it easier to manipulate the slide. But if you look on the front part of this gun, what looks to be a black line, when you do an angle change, you see they're actually tabs. So we're going to pull the tabs forwards. Locked. We're going to pull the tabs forwards, and that lets you tip the barrel. It lets you tip the barrel this way. You notice it moved? We're going to start, keep pressure, and tip the barrel all the way until it releases. So the barrel comes out like this and comes off. There is a spring under here. You're going to bring the slide forwards again. And then the slide comes off, sets aside. And then you have a capture spring, and the tabs, looks like there's a little solenoid there, that comes out as well. So that's your gun disassembled. At this point you can pop that up and take the magazine out so you can clean the whole thing, because there's lots of little crooks and crannies there. But that's your gun taken apart. To put it back together, you need to put the magazine back in. Push that down. This goes back in normal. It's got little front hooks that go under the black bar, so this sits flat. Now when you start this, the spring goes on that little tab and sits here. It's going to be captured against the front part of the slide. You see how that bar is flat? This is the difficulty. You have to put this on with the spring resting there, and then this has to be compressed. That spring will launch all the way across the room if you try to do this just with your hand. So starting it like that, take the barrel, reverse it. We're going to use this part. You're going to set it on top like this, and that's going to keep the spring captured, if you will, so that as you pull the slide back, you're going to pull it back, back, back until it locks. I don't quite have it. Still don't. There. Once it's locked, see how I kept that? Now look, can you see? That spring is compressed to that degree. If you don't use that to hold it, when you pull the slide back, it's going to launch. But now that we're here, this is locked open, now we can reinsert the barrel. See this light sticks down, the notch? That corresponds, you can see where this narrows. Right in front of the magazine, there is a silver, for lack of a better term, there's just a bar there that goes there. So this fits in. You're going to push it down and it will click. It'll snap into place once we get it lined up. Ta-da! And once you're there, when you release the slide, there's our Phoenix Arms. Taken apart and put back together. Kind of a pain, but it's a fun little gun, I assume. We're going to take it out and shoot it next.
Alright guys, we're out here on the range with our Phoenix Arms 22.
She's going to shoot this one, the little 22. She's going to do 2 5-round magazines. 5 rounds into the torso on our 7-yard alien. Then she's going to do the semi-complicated magazine change because there's an extra safety involved for this gun. Change mags, and then do 5 rounds in the torso at our bowling pin alien.
You got lazy.
They're getting into every branch of our country now, of our society. Now they're in the bowling alleys. First the zoo. Anyway, so Allie, the Phoenix Arms HP 22.
It's so little.
Alright, safety up. Release. Magazine in, safety back down. Ready to go. We're going to do 2 5-round magazines. We're going to do 3 shots in the head at 7 yards. Then we'll do a 22 double tap to the torso. And then we'll do a magazine change. Again, not really a big speed tactical thing with the extra safety involved, but we'll change magazines. We'll do 1 to the torso, 1 to the head, and then we'll do 3 in the head at 12 yards on our alien target. Phoenix Arms, HP 22. I missed that alien on my last shot completely. No one to blame on this one but me.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and if you enjoyed this video, point those crosshairs at the like button down below, and make sure to stay tuned for part 2, coming later this week. See ya then.